So here are some basic foundational lessons. First of all, we should scrap all the gut irritating foods from our diet because when gut is irritated, we get systemic inflammation throughout the whole body, and this will, of course, affect the vascular system. When we have chronic inflammation, the vascular system doesn't adjust very well, and this can then cause vascular erectile dysfunction. Losing fat is also a very important one, as too much fat can convert our androgen hormones into estrogens. So we don't want that. We especially don't want that on a larger scale. But fat in general is anti-metabolic. So too much fat mass will basically suffocate our cells to produce enough energy, and therefore we also can experience erectile dysfunction. Insulin resistance contributes also to endothelial dysfunction, so a failure of the vascular system to adapt, right? So insulin resistance goes hand in hand with losing fat. And when we lose the excessive fat, we also get better insulin response. We want to train in the sun, so basic muscle mass and sun exposure, this favors androgen production, vascularization, and also performance in the bedroom. Focusing on optimizing testosterone and DHT. So it's especially DHT that is responsible for our sexual function. It's not testosterone, but it is DHT. And if we focus on just a healthy lifestyle, then we can also assume that a good amount of testosterone will be converted into DHT, and DHT will give us the potency. So the main hormones responsible for libido and sexual function is DHT. And of course, focusing on dopamine, because dopamine is the key neurotransmitter behind sexual drive as well. So this comes into place when we have psychogenic erectile dysfunction, but also premature ejaculation. And last but not least, avoiding all adult movies, so no porn, no masturbation, because this can create a deficit in dopamine and a desensitization of the dopamine receptivity. So your dopamine receptors become less sensitive. All right. So these are the very foundations. If you have one of those foundations that are lacking, then prioritize that. All right. It's very simple. You cannot move to the next step if you don't have a solid foundation. And of course, I forgot to say this desensitization lowers dopamine while also spiking prolactin. So, too much masturbation or ejaculation spikes too much prolactin, and then we become more softer, less virile, less energetic as men. And this is because, of course, prolactin opposes dopamine, opposes LH, and opposes testosterone production.